Okay, everybody, this is Sheets, and I'm going to be going over my lineup builds for the Infinity Series race today. And again, lots going on between baseball and all this NASCAR and MMA. I mean, I've been pretty well prepared for all of it, so hopefully we have a little bit of an edge over the people that aren't really paying as close attention to all this stuff with all the other sports going on. Um, okay, so it's another race at this same track, so I'm very confident in the way I would like to build. I want to play one or two guys from the top 10 to dominate the race, at least. And if I can, maybe play three. And it's going to depend on, the state of the value. And unfortunately, I don't say unfortunately, it looks like the value, the cheap value, in other words, the cheap place differentials, there aren't that many of them. But fortunately or unfortunately, I'm going to probably have to take stands with some of these guys. So we're going to take a look and see the different lineups I built. And I think, how many did I build here? I have one, two, three, four, five, six. Oops. This is the MMA. We'll get to that a little bit later. Um, we already did the trucks, so let's go back to this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we're going to build these kind of live for you. And again, I might not stick with these, but just to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. All right, so guys near the front. Now, unlike the truck race where there's only one or two guys that can get the lead, here it's a little bit harder to figure out because there's a lot of guys near the front that can run. Briscoe, Cindric. I don't think Jones is as much in play here. I don't like a net really from the pole. This guy Kaz Grala, he's a guy I'm going to play a little of. So what I'm going to make sure to do is I'm actually going to try to get two dominators in every lineup here. And what that's going to mean, it's going to mean I'm going to want some Cindric. I'm going to want some of Herbst. I'm going to want some of Briscoe. I don't need as much Chastain. Burton will be secondary for me. I guess Hemrick would be nice. And as a cheap play, there's Grala. So let's just make sure we go through them that we have one of each, or at least two of each of these guys. So this one is Cindric and Herbst. That's fine, but I know this one's duplicated. So what I'm going to do is let's change this one to Briscoe and Herbst. And again, now we're doing this step by step because I have the place differential plays coming a little bit later. But for now, let's make it nice and easier. Let's change this to at least all NASCAR so I can at least know what's going on here. Okay. All right. So they don't separate trucks by whatever, and that's fine. All right. So this one is Cindric and Briscoe. This one is Cindric and Grala. That's fine. This is Cindric and Herbst. This has Cindric and Grala as well. So let's get rid of this one and make this one a Herbst and Grala, which could be interesting. It leaves a lot of room for other guys. This one, I don't need Jones in this race, so this one, let's put Briscoe and Herbst, which again could leave some room for some other stuff. This one is Herbst and Grala, which is fine. This one is just Grala, so let's add in, who have we not used? The guys that we said. We should be all good, so let's put another Cindric in. Gragson's good, but this is a little bit off of what I wanted to talk about right now. Let's get rid of Clemens, so let's put another Cindric, and we'll get rid of Gragson for now. But we're gonna need him maybe in a minute. Okay, so let's just take a look and see what we have. So we have a Grala and a Herbst. We have a Grala and a Briscoe. We have Cindric Herbst. We have Cindric Herbst again. Cindric Herbst another time. Cindric Grala. Cindric Briscoe. Okay, so we got basically the guys that we need. The next guys, and we're going to come back to the good place differential plays or the good kind of win equity plays that I just kind of skipped over, which is going to be Gregson and Algier. We're going to get back to those guys, but I want to talk about kind of place differential guys from the back, because you are going to have to play some of these value guys, I think. And there are only two guys that I'm really interested in, and they're both really, really nasty. One is Kyle Weatherman, and the other one is Joe Graff. The only what they have going for them is it's possible that these two are not going to be the highest owned. It's possible that Jesse Little or Jesse Little, he's not the same type of guy. Maybe Matt Mills or somebody like that might be highly owned. So you could play Weatherman or both Graff in all your lineups, or at least one of them, and it's gonna be nasty, but you're gonna have to try it. The only other guy that I might consider is Colin Garrett. I mean, just even game log watching, you see he moves up a little bit, so maybe I'll play a little of him. But for now, let's just use Weatherman and Graff in there. So let's go through, and this one's got both. So we're going to leave that for now. We'll diversify in another way. But this one, we can get rid of Fincham and put in Graff. That'll work, right? Not quite. We have to kind of get rid of somebody, and we'll fix that in a minute. Okay. And again, you could always do this in Optimizer if you wanted to play more guys. I mean, more lineups. But I want to show you don't really have to. So this is Weatherman, Graff, Weatherman, Graff, Weatherman, McLeod, which I don't want. So let's just get rid of McLeod, just for the time being. We don't know who we're going to replace him with yet. Okay, so we'll keep that for now. So this one at least has. So all these have at least one of Weatherman or Graff in them. I think, let me just double check that. Weatherman, Graff. Okay, very good. So now what we want to do is just then go over the other guys that I really like. I always like to play Justin Algier. He's really good, and he's got a decent place differential spot. He's in the 11 hole, and he can certainly win the race. And Noah Gragson is always really, really fast. So Gragson and Gragson and Algier are good. Now again, I lost over Colin Garrett a little bit. I would definitely use him if there's a spot for him. Did I get rid of him? I hope I didn't get rid of him, because I do want to use him. So I do want to come back and use Garrett. And the other kind of really chalky play is going to be Miat Snyder from the 33. So those are the guys that I kind of want to try to just get in here. So I want to get in more Algier. I want to get in some Gragson if I can. And then I can go back and get some more, then I can go back and get some Garrett. Okay. So we're looking to get in Gragson, Snyder we talked about, Garrett, and Algier. So let's go through this and let's see if we can't fill out these lineups. This one looks good already, right? Because this one has Moffitt, so we don't need Moffitt. So we'll get rid of Moffitt. And this one we could put in Garrett. This leaves 1,100 on the table, which might be a little much. But what I can do is, and this one has Algier. Let's leave this like it is for now. That'd be kind of interesting to see if we can't get that done with 1,100 left on the table. Here, this one just needs to get rid of Moffitt, so we can get rid of Moffitt. Do we need? This one could be one where I use three dominators, or I could just put Garrett in. But let's do this. Let's not use Graff and Weatherman in the same lineup if we can. Okay, so let's get Graff out. pretty good, though. Timmy Hill might be a little bit chalky. Matt Mills is a little bit too chalky. I don't know if I want to play him. So let's leave that one, I guess, the way it is. Except I don't want Moffitt. So what do you do about that? Well, we could do this. This would be a real fun one. This would actually be a really fun one. And this one we could, we could do? We could put Gregson in over here. Very, very good. Okay. So this is good. This is all this Moffitt throughout these dummy lineups that I could kind of screw around with. So this one has Clemens and Moffitt, who we don't need. So this one, again, we could put another Gregson in. And we could do this. This could be really strong here. Okay. Again, another Moffitt. I don't know why I was so into Moffitt. Maybe I should use him. Maybe I liked him for a reason, but I just don't think I do. This one you can go back to Garrett, leave 800 on the table, which is good. And what else? This has a Timmy Hill, which I really don't think I need. Or do I? Or a Moffitt. So let's again. We're gonna have a lot of this gala, aren't we? Sieg is not bad. Do I want to use any of him? I don't think so. So we're gonna go back to Garrett again, and back to yeah. This is what we're doing. Well, this is fun. Herbs in it. So a little. Oh boy, this is a lot of. There's a lot of Weatherman. Really hope he does it. Let's do this. Let's diversify just a little bit. Maybe Vinnie Miller, a little bit of him, just in case. Maybe that's not the worst idea in the world. Maybe one more with a little less Weatherman, or are we willing to take a stand here? All right, let's go ahead. Let's do one less Graf. No, I don't want to go to Timmy Hill here. Maybe Siege is not the worst. I mean, he's not gonna. What's he gonna do? He's just gonna be a pain in the neck. He's not really going anywhere. Vanderwall. I really don't want to play Hill. Light's never really done anything for me. I don't know why I'm struggling over this so much. This one little decision, but Vinnie Miller was so bad last time. It's not the worst. All right, we'll use Miller here. Why not? So we got a couple lines with him. I do have one with McLeod. Maybe McLeod's not the worst idea in the world. So let's do that. Let's do one Weatherman. We'll use BJ McLeod instead, which might actually 4,600. Oh, that allows me to get rid of this other Moffitt lineup, which is really strong. Excellent. All right, this isn't bad. All right, good. All right, so let me just eyeball these. Definitely have a lot of, oh my God, a lot of Kaz Gralla. Weatherman, for whatever reason, I think I'll live with because he's not going to kill me at that price. And at that price differential, well, what can I do if I want to get rid of just a little bit of, maybe another Herbst? Wimp out. Should I wimp out with another Herbst? I already have enough of him, though. All right. But now it's the same amount of Herbst as Gralla. Again, I don't know why I'm struggling over this so much. All right, let's do it. Let's leave it like that. So then what I'm going to do, just double check. I'll eyeball these. This all looks good. And then what I want to do is I want to see if I want to enroll in one other thing. I think I might. But I just don't know exactly which one it's going to be. So let's just take a look. Infinity. It's a 180, paying 5K for first. It's not exactly the type of tournament I usually enter, but we're going to see if there's anything that I really, really like that can... Well, these all look really good. I don't know why I think that all my car lineups look so good. I don't know why. Cindric. Oh, this one's got the Moffat. All right, so I got to go back to the Moffat. I see, that's the thing. I got to go... Maybe I should just listen to myself and just play this Moffat. Let's go back and find where I have Moffat. I still have him in 3 lineups. Well, he's fine in the truck, but I got to get rid of him in this. Glad I found this. So we could do is we can go a little more. Can we get away with this? A little more Gregson? If I did that, a little less Snyder. And one more Vinnie Miller. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one Moffat just for just because. Okay, how about that? But what we're going to do is we're going to go back and enter one big one. I think. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? In the Infinity Series. This one looks... Ooh, these all look good. This one's got Graff and Weatherman, the Gralla, the sneaky Gralla, Briscoe, and Cindric. Ooh-wee. All right, let's do it. Very good. All right. Saved ourselves room for a little baseball. Saved ourselves room. We're going to be betting some baseball today as well. And we're also going to be betting some one more MMA. But, yeah, big day today for DFS. I don't know if I'm going to watch any of it. I have a lot of stuff going on. But I'm certainly going to be have some money on the line. And we're going to analyze how we did. And the way I analyze things is a little bit different than a lot of people. I really don't analyze results per se. I like to see where I got my ownership leverage and things like that. And, well, we'll talk about that another time. I guess that's it. And have a good weekend.